I found a piece of candy on my porch last night, wrapped in old, crinkled paper. Sticky, red, my name written on it in shaky pen. And now there's knocking at my door again. 3 taps. Slow, rhythmic, like before. The candy man came back, but he's not giving out candy anymore. It started 3 days before Halloween, just a normal Thursday night. I was closing up the corner store. You know, one of those old convenience shops that still smells like cardboard and old gum. My boss, Mr. Levin, trusted me with the night shift. Easy gig, quiet street, mostly regulars. I'd stack shelves, sweep floors, hum along to whatever late-night radio was playing. It was boring, but safe. Or at least I thought it was. We had this jar by the register. You've probably seen one before. Take 1, Happy Halloween. A bunch of wrapped candies inside. Classic, cheap stuff. Caramels, lollipops, taffies that pull out your fillings. That night, when I went to refill it, there was a piece already sitting inside. One I didn't put there. Different wrapper. Old-fashioned, yellowed paper, wax sealed at both ends. And scrawled across the front in crooked letters, Candyman's favorite. I remember laughing at it. Thought one of the local kids was just playing around. But when I picked it up, it was warm. Like it had been sitting in someone's pocket for hours. Over the next few nights, more of those candies appeared. Always one at a time. Always wrapped the same way. Sometimes sitting in the jar. Sometimes placed beside the register. Once in my locker. I asked around. No one else had seen them. Then came the customers. Or rather, the missing ones. Old Mr. Dalton, who came in every night for scratch-offs, didn't show up. The teenage couple who bought soda after practice, gone. Their bikes were still chained up outside the park. The cops said it was nothing. People travel, people leave. But in a small town like ours, nobody just disappears. And then came the smell. Sweet, sickly, like burnt sugar and rot. Every time I opened the candy jar, that smell hit me harder. And every night, the radio started cutting out. Static, then whispering, like voices buried deep in the frequency. Sometimes I swear I heard my name. Halloween night. The store was supposed to close at 10, but at 9:43, the doorbell chimed. I looked up, and there he was, tall, thin, standing under the flickering sign outside, wearing a long brown coat, and holding a paper bag that dripped something dark down the side. He didn't come in, just stood there, under the buzzing light, staring through the glass. I froze. His face was wrong, stretched shiny, like melted wax that had been molded back into a smile. And his teeth looked like candy, hard, colorful, cracked at the edges. He raised his hand, pale, shaking, and pressed it to the glass. Something stuck there when he pulled it away. A candy, wrapped in yellow paper. My name on it again. I ran to lock the door, but when I turned back, he was gone. Only the candy was left, stuck to the glass. A perfect handprint around it. That night, I dreamt of the old story my mom used to tell about the candy man. Said he used to live right here, in our town, 100 years ago. Made sweets for the kids. Till one Halloween, they found out he'd been using more than sugar in his recipes. They burned his shop down with him inside. And every October since, he said to come back, leaving candies with names on them. The ones who eat them disappear. I laughed at it as a kid. Now I'm not laughing. The next night, the power went out. Right at midnight. The street outside was dead quiet. I lit a candle, grabbed my phone. And then ding. A message. Unknown number. Just 3 words. Try the candy. I dropped the phone. Then came the knocking. Slow. Deliberate. 3 knocks. The same rhythm from my dream. I didn't move, didn't breathe. Another message buzzed. This time a photo. My storefront, taken from outside, and standing in front of it, me. But I was inside. The candlelight flickered. The air turned cold, like something was breathing just over my shoulder. And then I heard it, the rustling of paper, the candy wrapper on the counter, unwrapping itself, slowly, crackling in the silence. The smell hit first, burnt sugar, copper, and something sour. Then a sound soft, wet chewing. I turned toward the counter, and there he was, the candy man closer now. Half his face caved in, jaw grinding like a broken toy, and between his teeth, red candy. Dripping, he smiled, and that horrible candy grin split wider than any mouth should. "Sweet enough for you," he whispered. I grabbed the flashlight, pointed it right at him. He vanished, just gone, like smoke, except for what he left behind. A single candy on the counter, still warm, and next to it, a note, written in syrupy red ink. "Now you're one of mine." That was 3 nights ago. Now the candies won't stop showing up. On my porch, in my pockets, once in my mouth when I woke up. Every time I try to throw them away, they come back. More of them, piling up like teeth in a jar. And sometimes, when I catch my reflection in the glass door at the store, it smiles before I do. And my teeth, they're starting to look wrong. Hard, colorful, cracking at the edges. Tonight's Halloween again. I just got a text. No number, no name, just one sentence. Time to hand out candy. And there's someone outside. Small shapes, holding bags, waiting at my door. They're chanting something, over and over. Trick or treat, trick or treat. But their voices sound strange. Dry, sticky, like sugar grinding between teeth. And I can smell it again. That burnt sweetness. That rot. The candy man came back. And this time, he brought me with him. Trick or treat, trick or treat. Taste how sweet forever feels.